欢迎回来，这里是 Onion English Sleep Radio 纯英文朗读助眠系列。上一章中 Dorothy 来到了一个神奇的新世界，并踏上了寻找回家之路的旅程。今天的故事中， Dorothy 在前往 Emerald City 的路上遇见了一位特别的朋友 Scarecrow 稻草人。他会慢慢发现真正重要的东西也许一直就在自己身边。现在让我们继续这段温暖的英语旅程。 Dorothy continued her journey along the yellow brick road. She walked slowly with Toto beside her. The road was long, but the world around her was beautiful. The warm sun was shining, the gentle wind was blowing, the flowers were moving softly. Dorothy looked around with curiosity. Everything was new. Everything was different. She was in a strange world. But she was not alone. Toto was with her, and she had hope in her heart. Dorothy hoped the Wizard of Oz could help her. She hoped she could return back home. After walking for a long time, Dorothy saw something unusual. Beside the yellow brick road, there was a tall wooden pole. Dorothy stopped. She looked carefully. On the pole, there was someone who looked very strange. It was not a person. It was a scarecrow. The scarecrow was wearing old clothes. He had a small hat on his head, and his body was filled with straw. Dorothy looked at him. She was surprised. She had never seen a scarecrow like this before. "Hello," Dorothy said softly. The scarecrow slowly moved. Then he answered, "Hello." Dorothy opened her eyes. "You can talk?" she asked. "Yes," said the scarecrow. "I can talk. But I have been standing here for a very long time." Dorothy walked closer. She wanted to know more. "Why are you standing here?" she asked. The scarecrow looked at Dorothy. "I am here to scare birds away. But there is something I want." Dorothy looked at him. "What do you want?" she asked. The scarecrow looked up at the sky. "I want to have a brain." "A brain?" Dorothy asked softly. "Yes," said the scarecrow. "I want to think like other people. I want to understand the world. I want to be wise." Dorothy felt sorry for the scarecrow. She looked at him kindly. "Maybe the Wizard of Oz can help you." "The wizard?" asked the scarecrow. "Yes," said Dorothy. "I am going to the Emerald City. I hope the wizard can help me go back home." The scarecrow became excited. "Maybe he can help both of us." Dorothy smiled. "Would you like to come with us?" The scarecrow was quiet for a moment. Then he smiled. "Yes, I would like that. I want to see the world." So, Dorothy, Toto, and the scarecrow started walking together. They followed the yellow brick road. 3 travelers with 3 dreams. Dorothy wanted to find her home. The scarecrow wanted to find a brain. And Toto wanted to stay with his friends. They walked under the bright sky. The road was quiet. The air was fresh. The world was peaceful. As they walked together, they talked about their dreams. The Scarecrow asked Dorothy, "Why do you want to go home?" Dorothy looked into the distance. She thought for a moment. Then she answered, "Because my family is there. Home is the place where the people we love are waiting." The Scarecrow listened carefully. He thought about these words. "That sounds wonderful," he said. "I hope I can understand things like that someday." Dorothy smiled. "You already understand many things. You are kind. You care about others." The Scarecrow felt happy. For the first time, he felt important. Maybe he did not need a brain to be special. Maybe some important things were already inside him. Kindness, courage, and caring. Dorothy, Toto, and the Scarecrow continued their journey. The yellow brick road was waiting ahead. New places were waiting. New friends were waiting. And new adventures were coming. Their journey had just begun. The three friends walked together on the yellow brick road. The sun was slowly going down. The sky became soft and golden. Dorothy looked at her new friends. She felt a little happier. At the beginning, she was alone in a strange world. But now, she had friends beside her. The Scarecrow was happy too. He had always thought he was missing something. He thought he needed a brain to become important. But now, he started to understand something different. A person is not only what they have. A person is also what they do and how they treat others. The Scarecrow was kind. He was gentle. He cared about his friends. And these things were already very valuable. Dorothy looked ahead. Far away, she could see the road continuing. There were still many miles to travel. There were still many mysteries to discover. But she was ready, because she was not alone anymore. She had Toto. She had the Scarecrow. And together, they would continue their adventure. The yellow brick road was shining under the evening light. The wind was quiet. The world was peaceful. Dorothy closed her eyes for a moment. She listened to the sound of the wind. She felt the warm feeling of friendship. Sometimes, a journey is not only about reaching a place. Sometimes, the most beautiful part is the people we meet along the way. Dorothy did not know what would happen tomorrow. She did not know what adventures were waiting ahead. But tonight, she was peaceful. She was grateful. And she continued walking toward the Emerald City. The journey was only beginning. The next morning, Dorothy and her friends continued walking along the yellow brick road. They did not know what they would find ahead. But they knew one thing. They were together. And when friends walk together, even a difficult road can become easier. The Scarecrow felt different now. Before meeting Dorothy, he thought he had nothing special. He thought he was only a simple scarecrow. But Dorothy showed him something important. Being kind, being helpful, and caring about others were also signs of wisdom. The Scarecrow smiled. Maybe having a brain was not the only way to become a better person. Maybe the heart inside a person was just as important. Dorothy looked at him and smiled. "You are already a wonderful friend." The Scarecrow felt happy. Those simple words meant a lot to him. The three friends walked forward. The yellow brick road led them toward the Emerald City. Far away, they could imagine the great city waiting for them. A city of green lights. A city full of mystery. A city where their wishes might come true. Dorothy hoped she could finally return home. The Scarecrow hoped he could receive a brain. But they also discovered something beautiful during their journey. Sometimes the things we are looking for are not always far away. Sometimes we discover them while we are walking. The road was still long. There were still challenges ahead. There were still many places they had never seen. But Dorothy was not afraid. She had her friends. She had courage. And she had hope. The evening came slowly. The sky became darker. The stars appeared one by one. The three travelers sat together and rested. They talked quietly about their dreams. They shared their stories. They laughed together. And under the peaceful night sky, they felt grateful. Tomorrow, a new adventure would begin. But tonight, they could rest. They could enjoy this quiet moment. Because every journey is made of small moments, small steps, small discoveries, small friendships. And sometimes, these small moments become the most beautiful memories. Dorothy, Toto, and the Scarecrow continued their journey toward the Emerald City. The yellow brick road was shining softly under the moonlight. The world was quiet. The night was peaceful. And their adventure continued. As Dorothy continued her journey, she met a new friend on the yellow brick road, meeting the Scarecrow. Dorothy walked slowly along the yellow brick road. The road was long, but the beautiful scenery made her feel peaceful. The sunlight was warm, the wind was gentle. Toto walked beside her. They were looking for the Emerald City. Dorothy hoped the Wizard of Oz could help her return home. After walking for some time, Dorothy saw something strange. There was a tall wooden pole beside the road. On the pole, there was a person standing. But something was different. The person was not a real person. It was a scarecrow. The Scarecrow wore old clothes. He had a hat on his head, and his body was filled with straw. Dorothy looked at him with curiosity. "Hello," Dorothy said. The Scarecrow moved slowly. "Hello," he answered. Dorothy was surprised. "You can talk?" she asked. "Yes," the Scarecrow said, "but I have been standing here for a very long time." Dorothy looked at him carefully. "Why are you standing here?" she asked. The Scarecrow smiled. "I am here to scare birds away," he said, "but I have one problem." "What problem?" Dorothy asked. "I don't have a brain," the Scarecrow answered. Dorothy felt sorry for him. "You don't have a brain?" she asked. "No," said the Scarecrow. "I can walk, I can talk, I can think about many things, but I don't have a brain." The Scarecrow looked at the road ahead. "I wish I had a brain," he said quietly. "I want to be smart." Dorothy smiled. "Maybe the Wizard of Oz can help you," she said. "The wizard?" the Scarecrow asked. "Yes," Dorothy answered. "I am going to the Emerald City. I hope he can help me go home." The Scarecrow became excited. "Maybe he can help both of us." Dorothy looked at him. "Would you like to come with us?" The Scarecrow thought for a moment. Then he smiled. "Yes," he said. "I would love to." So Dorothy and Toto continued their journey with a new friend. The three travelers walked together along the yellow brick road. Dorothy wanted to find her home. The Scarecrow wanted to find a brain. And Toto simply followed his friends. They were different, but they shared the same dream. They wanted something better. As they walked, the Scarecrow asked many questions. "Why do you want to go home?" he asked Dorothy. Dorothy looked at the sky. "Because my family is there," she said. "Home is the place where the people we love are waiting." The Scarecrow thought about her words. "That sounds wonderful," he said. "I hope I can understand things like that someday." Dorothy smiled. "You already understand many things," she said. "You are kind, and you care about others." The Scarecrow became happy. For the first time, he felt that he was important. Sometimes we think we need something special to become valuable. But sometimes the most important things are already inside us. The journey continued. The yellow brick road stretched far ahead. New places were waiting, new friends were waiting, and new adventures were about to begin.